You may be seated.
Good afternoon. I would like to thank Dr. Beard and the entire administrative staff for giving me this opportunity to speak with you today. I want to thank this fabulous faculty for allowing me to be a part of your family. And I want to congratulate you, the graduates, for reaching this milestone. For with your graduation today, we are now graduating 43,928 students. That is a momentous number, and I have been given the opportunity to take you back and to share with you how we got here today. March 1972, I became the proud bride of Mr. Ron Cherry, and he became my encourager. Shortly after our wedding, we saw a newspaper article about a new college that was coming to the area. Knowing that I wanted to go to college, he encouraged me to follow up on that article. I found the location for Pasco-Hernando Community College, and it was a small storefront office in downtown Dade City. As I opened the door and stepped inside, I shook the hand of Dr. Milton Jones. And I said, "Hi, I'm Shirley Cherry, and I want to go to college." Now, what that man did not know is that I was one of 7 children raised on a poultry and dairy farm in the hills of Pennsylvania, and I was not afraid of work. For each day, I helped gather 10,600 eggs, carried milk to the milk house, and helped shovel anything in the barn that needed shoveling. I carried sap to the sap shanty to make maple syrup. I carried hay to the barn, and I carried grain to the pigs and to the goats. So I was not afraid of hard work. But what I didn't know was that this college had no land, it had no buildings, it had no faculty, and it had no students. I paid my $5 registration fee, and I watched Dr. Jones write on a tablet my name, sign his name, and tear off the receipt and hand to me student number 0001. At that moment, a college was born. I was part of that first group of students that attended classes in the First Baptist Church, various buildings in downtown Dade City, as well as available classrooms at St. Leo. In May of 1973, you will see on the Megatron a picture of the groundbreaking ceremony on what is now East Campus. The businessmen and the businesswomen of Zephyr Hills and Dade City had raised enough money to buy this pasture land, and we had the dedication that day with dignitaries from all over and a large crowd gathered. I was asked to represent the student body to give the speech that day. And as we finished speeches and descended the steps, we were each given the gold shovel to turn the soil in that pasture of where the construction was going to begin. I thought it quite appropriate that this farmer's daughter was once again standing in a pasture with a shovel in her hand. But what that young lady in that picture did not know was how long it was going to take her to reach her goal of getting a diploma. Because shortly after this picture was taken, we learned that baby number 1 was on the way. And with the birth of Lisa Marie, I turned in my job of being a full-time student to being a full-time mommy, and my husband took on a second job. We saved up enough money for me to go back and take one class at a time, and then baby number 2 arrived. When Scott Allen came, I gave up classes, and my husband took on a 3rd job. The next several years, there were many hurdles and obstacles that we had to overcome. And trying to raise enough money to take one class at a time was a difficult thing because of 3 major hospital stays. Our son was 10 days in isolation in the hospital, then our daughter with kidney problems, and then my husband with major back surgery. But with the encouragement now of my husband and my 2 children, I was continuing one class at a time, and finally, in May of 1988, I walked the stage and once again shook the hand of Dr. Milton Jones and got my AA degree. Now, I must tell you, I never planned on taking 16 years to get my diploma. And I must stop and ask this crowd in front of me, is there anyone here who has taken more than 16 years from start till now to get your diploma? Bless your heart. Stand up, every one of you. Come on. Come on, sugar pie, stand up. I am so proud of you, and you have just taken away another one of my titles. After completing my graduation here, I received a scholarship and went to the University of South Florida, majored in mathematics, and graduated summa cum laude, and then was hired by the Pasco County School System as a math teacher. But with the encouragement of my children and my husband, I returned to South Florida to receive my master's degree, and yes, one class at a time. When I had enough credits, I was then able to return to PHCC as an adjunct, and I never missed any activity of my children at school, in the community, or at the church, but I always had a book in my lap. After I finished my master's degree and a position opened up, I was hired as a math instructor here at the college. It soon became Pasco-Hernando State College. But I can tell you there was such pride and joy and humbleness within me as I walked the campus that I once used the gold shovel to turn the dirt. There was actually a building. I was actually walking to my office. I was actually standing in a classroom, and there were actually students walking on the campuses. I am so privileged to have been able to walk this walk with this college. Now, why do I tell you this story? It's because of the people that are sitting in the stands or on the sides or perhaps watching from home. And you never went to college because you thought that you couldn't. And I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. It's perhaps you've started your classes in the college, and because of life situations, you had to stop, and you've not been able to return, or it's taking you a long time, and you think that you can't do it. And I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. For you, the graduates, there are 3 things that I would like for you to take from this story today. And number 1, it's don't give up. There are many hurdles and obstacles and mountains to climb. You've done that to get here, but it's not over. There are still more ahead of you. And I am telling you, you've got a goal, go get it. Don't give up. Number 2, God has given you 2 hands, one for you to receive help and one for you to give help. You and I both got a lot of encouragement and a lot of help to get to the point of receiving our diplomas. I call them Ron, Lisa, and Scott. You can call them by the names of the people sitting behind you or those that are watching from home. But I can tell you, you had help getting here, as well as from the faculty members that are flanked on each side of this room. But with that, I can tell you that you need to help someone else. You are given a skill and a talent that when you leave here, you will be able to find someone around you that is going to need your help. So for the rest of your life, you'll receive help. Just don't forget to give it. And number 3, as you walk through this life, you are going to leave a trail and footprints. And I am asking you to make sure that your trail is a good one and make sure that your footprints are happy ones. You not only affect the people that are around you, but you will affect the people that will walk after you, because others will have to follow in the footprints that you leave behind. I am telling you, I am a very blessed lady to have watched this college grow from its inception to now. And I must tell you, I hope that you never forget why this college was started and how this college was started and the reason that there are 5 campuses in those specific areas of these 2 counties. I am asking you also to realize that you are going to be a blessing to others. I don't know what impact I have had on those around me, but I can tell you one thing. The administration, the faculty, and the students have all made a major impact on my life. And I am leaving here with so many wonderful memories of my journey through this college. I thank you for all of these that you've given to me. As I have watched this college grow from no land to 5 campuses, from no buildings to endless number of buildings, from no faculty to hundreds of faculty and staff, and from no students to thousands and thousands and thousands of students. I pray that I have been a blessing to those around me, and I pray that I have left some happy tracks. Thank you, and I bid you farewell from student number 0001, and God bless you all.
The first student in the 45-year history of Pasco-Hernando State College, Associate Professor Shirley Cherry. Indeed, in the words of Frank Masana, you did learn, earn, return. Now we bid you farewell. You indeed has been a blessing to this great institution. Another round of applause to Associate Professor Cherry. Let us please pay tribute to America, the singing of the national anthem by Miss Latressa Jones. May we all stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, brave.
pretty good so far, huh? On behalf of the District Board of Trustees, welcome new graduates, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests. My name is John Doherty, Vice Chair of the District Board of Trustees, and I'm honored to join you on this wonderful occasion. For the trustees of the college, commencement is truly a meaningful occasion, not only to recognize the accomplishments of our graduates, but to recognize the college's primary mission, educating students and preparing them for rewarding careers and lives. PHSC strives to remain true to our mission, to provide a diverse learning environment, all the while preserving our open-door mission. Yes, pass the word to remind others pursuing higher education. The college's open door means that everyone who seeks to advance with a quality, affordable higher education has an opportunity to do so right here at PHSC, and we welcome you. As you graduate, you are joining more than the 43,000 alumni that have passed through our halls. Are there any of the alumni out here today that are in the audience that have graduated? We've got a few, we've got several. Welcome back. I believe you too, our new graduates, will look back on your time here with cherished memories. And as you meet additional challenges in life, it may surprise you how quickly you yearn for the comfort of that sleepy 8:30 a.m. English comp class as you go out into the world and find other problems. Unlike you, Bill Gates dropped out of college. But in a recent interview, Gates said he regretted it and that he continues to take college courses to this day, even after becoming the richest man in the world. Careers and jobs are changing at warp speed. Experts say that statistically, you will have not one, but 4 different careers by the time you're 35. So the process of learning never stops. It can't stop. Become the best technically at your craft, whether it's finance or forensics, business or biology. Knowing your craft will allow you to evolve upward through those changing careers. Then, after you've learned your craft, learn something fun and different too, like playing the guitar or even how to run a marathon. It might be fun, I think. I don't know. I haven't tried it. As many of you celebrate this holiday season, also celebrate the family and friends who have supported you through this journey. Yes, you did the work. That's true, but the environment and encouragement they provided allowed you to do the work. And for this, they deserve much thanks. Thank you, parents and friends. Once again, congratulations, winter class of 2016, and best wishes for much future success.
Thank you, Vice Chair Doherty. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am very pleased to welcome you to the second of 2 winter 2016 commencement ceremonies here at Pasco-Hernando State College. I'm also pleased this afternoon to welcome again 2 interpreters from Jessica Harris Interpreting Services who will provide sign language for our hearing impaired guests who are with us today. As the president of PHSC, I too offer my sincere congratulations to all of our graduates, their families, and friends. More than 44 years ago, Pasco-Hernando State College became the 28th and final link in the Florida's community college system. Before property was acquired, architectural plans drafted of the first brick laid, students attended classes in libraries, empty storefronts, churches, and schools. Initially called the College Without Walls, PHSC brought quality, affordable higher education to deserving residents in every corner of our very diverse district. Now, PHSC proudly serves over 17,000 students annually at 5 beautiful campuses, complete with modern classrooms, state-of-the-art libraries, comprehensive support services, countless cultural activities, and nationally recognized academic and athletic programs. Our more than 43,000 graduates, representing virtually every profession, combined with our 524 faculty members, administrators, and staff, contribute to an educated and skilled workforce, strengthen the local economy, and enrich the quality of life for residents. We have indeed certainly come a long way. PHSC is a fine-tuned institution in which I am privileged to serve together with our trustees, administration, faculty, and staff, as we endeavor to provide the highest quality educational opportunities to the many students in which we serve. In our 44th year of operation, we know we have become an integral part of our communities. We are proud of our previous PHSC graduates and very confident that this winter class of 2016 will also achieve distinction. Joining us on the platform this afternoon are the members of our District Board of Trustees who could be with us today. And as we know, many were with us on this morning. These are gubernatorially appointed individuals who volunteer their time and talents. They make sure that college policies are in place to enable our administration, faculty, and staff to provide the highest level of educational services to our students. As I introduce each trustee, I ask that they stand and remain standing until I have finished the introduction. I ask the audience to please hold your applause until after we have introduced each trustee. From both from Hernando County, we have our vice chair, whom you just heard, Mr. John Dockery, will you stand? And Ms. Marilyn Pearson Adams. Let's give them a round of applause, if we will. Thank you. We also have with us our PHSC Foundation Board of Directors. We have 3 members here with us today. Let me just say proceeds from the donations to the foundation are used for scholarships, faculty and staff development, library equipment, health programs, and the performing arts. Our foundation truly allows us to be flexible when state funding does not provide opportunities to support activities which enhance PHSC. Would these individuals please stand? Dr. Don Verling, if you would stand. Our Secretary, Mr. Ken Brzezinski, and Executive Director, Dr. Bill William Shostowski. Let's give them a hand, please. Now let's pause and recognize all of our PHSC alumni. Will you please stand this afternoon, even if you're a faculty member or staff, PHSC alums, please take your stand. There we go. Thank you. I would also like to recognize a very distinguished group. We call them our veterans who are here with us today. Many of our veterans are wearing red, white, and blue cords with their regalia. We ask our veterans, if you're a graduate or if you're a veteran in the military or from the military, we ask you to please stand, student and non-students. All our veterans, our heroes, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to join me in celebrating, as I say, perhaps the most passionate, energetic, competent, and diverse group of administrators, faculty, and staff of any institution in America. This past year, the Wallet Hub organization recognized PHSC as the most efficient institution in the country. Students who attend this college get the most return of their investment. We're going to ask all our faculty, staff, administrators to stand and be recognized at this time. We are indeed fortunate to have these individuals who give so much so often. Their expertise help change the lives of students every day. Last but certainly not least, please allow me to recognize the First Lady, I say, of the college and in my life, Miss Wendy Beard, and our daughters Brianna and Sierra. Will you please take your stand to be recognized? Let's give them a hand. I would also like to call your attention to our faculty marshals. They are senior faculty members and have the honor of serving in this marshal capacity for this commencement ceremony. Please allow me to introduce each of these very distinguished individuals. Dr. Kay McCamey, Professor, Language Arts. Ms. Karen Davis, Associate Professor, Language Arts. Ms. Jean Adams, Professor, Biological Sciences. And Dr. Ann Bunton, Professor, Language Arts. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce our next three speakers who will follow the program as listed. First, I would like to introduce Mr. John Mitten, owner of the Hernando County Chick-fil-A, with us, who will deliver the charge to the graduates. Mr. Mitten began his career with Chick-fil-A in 1986 as a team member before becoming an operator and owner. After graduation from Florida State University, smart man. His restaurant has received multiple community and business awards, including the Salvation Army's Volunteer of the Year Award, the Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, and the highest award for sales performance multiple times. Mr. Mitten believes his greatest professional accomplishment is coaching employees to develop personally, professionally, spiritually, and socially while under his leadership. Our second speaker is the distinguished president of our Faculty Senate, Professor Connie Lamarco Frankel. Ms. Lamarco Frankel also serves as a professor of humanities who will bring greetings on behalf of the faculty. Each year we ask a graduating student from one of our campuses to provide remarks in our ceremonies. Today you will hear from an exceptional Porter campus student, Faye Lucia Kloos. Ms. Kloos is an international student from the Netherlands who desired a more challenging higher education experience. To achieve her educational goals, she enrolled at the Porter campus as an associate in arts degree seeking student. Felicia is the president of the Porter campus PTK Club and a member of Psi Beta. She has consistently been involved in SGA and student activities and has spoken on numerous student panels. She will continue her education at Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi, with a full scholarship as she pursues her goal of becoming a school teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please at this time receive Mr. John Mitten.
President Beard, administration, board, faculty, staff, and graduates, thank you. It is an absolute delight to be here this afternoon and partake in this celebration of the varying degrees that you have completed. After all of the registrations, after all of the adding of this class and dropping of this class and finding the books, buying the books, finding a parking space, working all day and then going to class, or going to class and then working at night. After all those things, you made it. Congratulations. What you have accomplished is worthy of note, both for the level of resources that you invested into your degree and for the amount of resolve you had to keep on no matter what. After class, class, paper after paper, test after test. That is resolve. And it's perhaps the same resolve that you are beginning to try and activate as you see me begin to speak, wondering, he looks like a talker. How long will this occur? Most certainly, much of what is spoken here today, research says that you won't remember, let alone years from now. However, the majority of the graduates here realize that this graduation is not an end, but a beginning, a launching point. They're desirous to learn, to grow, to develop. And this short talk today is addressed to you. And it is by design very practical and very utilitarian. No doubt you've been asked the question over the past couple of years, what are you going to do? Where are you going? And maybe even by yourself, who am I? And these questions are to be expected. Unlike the baser animals of the world, human beings have an amazing capacity to grow and do and learn and develop, invent, and then reinvent who they are. So naturally, parents and friends, even strangers, when they hear that you've gone to Pasco-Hernando State College, they want to ask you these questions. And if you're like most people, these answers probably have changed a couple of times, even in the past year. Yet as germane and as appropriate as these questions are, no matter how often you change them, I think the answers you provide need to be predicated upon one premise, and that is of contribution. Instead of what will I do or what will I be, rather, what will I contribute? Peter Drucker, the father of management theory, in his book, The Effective Executive, states this: the person that focuses on contribution and who takes responsibility for results, no matter how junior, is in the most literal sense of the phrase top management. He goes on to say, commitment to contribution is commitment to personal effectiveness. Isn't that what we all want? And I think that's what people are actually asking us. They may not be wording it that way. Focus, then, graduates, on contribution. Contribution to your spouse, to your children, to your church, to your community. It's happening all around us. Contributions of all types and degrees, from the minute to the major, are all critical to our society. Even as you and I are convened here, men and women in uniform all over the world, here domestically as first responders, are contributing safety, security, and freedom to our nation. 320 million people in this great nation are contributing this and that, receiving and providing from one another. What you contribute will answer the aforementioned questions and will in large part determine your return on the investment of education we celebrate today. Thanks to your elementary school, your high school, Pasco-Hernando State College, you've been provided a resource of education that is the building block of your future. Education is the essential differentiator between those who know and those who do not, and therefore those who do and do not. The investment of the teachers, the guidance counselors, the administrators, the board of directors, the support staff at Pasco-Hernando State College have given you an amazing resource in your life journey. Yet even with this resource, many wonderfully talented and educated people around the nation are not contributing as they should. They're not creating and spreading wealth from business, or safety in law enforcement, or education in schools, or building infrastructure and engineering. And while there may be many reasons for these shortcomings, allow me to convey briefly two challenging thought choices for your consideration. First, perhaps they did not respond properly to authority. Secondly, perhaps they did not respond properly to failure. No matter where you work or where you live or where you play, you will always be under some form of authority, be it a coach, another professor, an employer, or that state trooper that gives you a speeding citation on the side of the road. You will always be under authority, and therefore you must always have this thought choice as to your response to that authority. How you respond to authority will, in no small part, shape your character and hence the activation of your efforts for contribution. Much of Western civilization is based on the teaching of Scripture that all authority is ultimately a derivation of and from God, and therefore to be honored as such. Sir Edward Gibbon, in his epic work, The History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, testified of the power of this teaching, writing how the Romans finally one day realized that this new sect called Christians were actually peaceful, law-abiding citizens. So they decided to stop hunting them and killing them in the Colosseum. It is why Karl Marx, who helped write the Communist Manifesto, called religion the opium of the people because of the teachings about government and authority. It is also why the United States of America was established to be governed not by the rule of man, but by the rule of law. Responding improperly to authority will negatively affect your efforts. Try this. Try having an adversarial relationship with your coach and see if it does not affect your starting time. Harassing a judge will negatively affect your sentence. And I speak as an employer. Having an adversarial relationship with your boss is not an effective means of promotion. But collaborating with authority, placed in each area of your life, will leverage your overall contribution in that area. You might ask, what if I disagree with that authority? Disagree. Disagree with vigor. It's one of those things in America that's crucial and hard-fought freedom to disagree. But do it with due consideration. Honor, dignity, and respect are to be rendered to every human being, especially those placed in authority. Thought choice number one, respond properly to authority. Thought choice number two, respond properly to failure. Failure is a part of life. Each of us have failed and will fail frequently. Whether in a field of study, on the job, in a relationship maybe, we all bear the results of our failures. However, a proper response to failure will provide a much greater capacity for your efforts to end in meaningful contribution. Psychologist Carol Dweck, in her book Mindset, The Psychology of Success, reports that participants in her research had two very different responses to failure. Some looked at failure as another indication of their inability in a particular effort. They viewed their failure as confirmation of their inadequacies, traits that they viewed as irreparable. And because of that response, reinforced their low opinion of their abilities, eventually struggling in their efforts. The other group viewed failure simply as additional information to better themselves for another attempt. They chose to see failure as another growth experience, adding the new information into their next challenge. These participants achieved more tasks, were more excited about the challenge, and even desired more difficult ones to come. It is said of Thomas Edison that his real genius was not the inventions that resulted in an amazing 1,093 patents that he held, but rather his response to the thousands of failures that he experienced. Indeed, his response to failure was exhibited when Thomas Edison said this about his light bulb. The invention of the light bulb was a 1,000-step process. What a wonderful way to respond to failure. Another man went to war as a captain only to return as a private. Afterward, this same young man was a failure in business, trying his hand as an attorney. He was too idealistic and moody to be a success. So he then turned to politics and failed in his first attempt for the legislature. Again, he failed in his first try to be nominated for Congress, failed in his application to be commissioner for the General Land Office, failed in the senatorial campaign of 1854, failed in his venture for the vice presidency in 1856, and failed in the senatorial election of 1858. It was about this time that Abraham Lincoln wrote a letter to his friend, and in it said this: "I am now the most miserable man living. If what I feel were equally distributed to the whole family, there would not be one cheerful face on the earth." Yet Abraham Lincoln learned from his failure, going on to be one of the greatest leaders this world has ever produced. And his contribution is still benefiting you and me today. How are you responding to failure? How you respond to failure directly affects your future professionally, personally, socially, and yes, even spiritually. So respond properly to failure. Graduates, you have done well to be here. And we celebrate with you this milestone, this amazing accomplishment of dedication, of discipline. And it's from your efforts culminating today that we look with excitement at tomorrow, your future. Honor authority, grow from failure, and be proud of that personal contribution that these thought choices will help you to create. Thank you for having me today, and may God bless your future.
Thank you, Mr. Minton. I must repeat something I said this morning. The English teacher in me wants you all to pay very close attention, that you will be hearing several themes repeated here, and there will be a quiz. No, just joking, just joking. Dr. Beard, members of the Board of Trustees, fellow faculty, staff, friends, and graduates, beloved graduates, it's my honor to address you on the behalf of your faculty. And on their behalf, I wish to congratulate you on your successful completion of this part of your academic career. Now, it's not been an easy task. There have been long nights, even longer days, that have been dominated by your schoolwork, writing papers, taking tests, meeting deadlines, and of course, dealing with those little technical glitches that technology presents us with as we smile. But you overcame them. It has been worth the fight, and it has been worth the struggle. And anything worth having in this world is a struggle, is hard work. And I think that helps us to appreciate it all the more because we don't give up. Never give up. Never surrender. Move forward. When someone says, "Oh, you can't do that," you go, "Oh, really? You want to see?" Take it as a challenge and go forward. Now, along the way here, you've gained new knowledge and skills. You've met people who have opened your minds and broadened your world. And we, as the faculty, are so proud and happy that we have been able to lend you a helping hand. But you have also been helped by others. The superior staff and administration at this college and your special support group, your big fan club, your family and friends. And I know that this evening you will be sure to show them your gratitude and appreciation, as indeed you will your entire life. You leave here ready to face whatever challenges life chooses to put before you. Whether you're going to university or going straight into the workforce. For each of you, it may be different, but I hope that you choose to do what you do, and you do it with both passion and integrity. Remember that every day is a gift. It is to be lived, shared, and appreciated. Keep learning. Education doesn't stop when you leave a classroom or click off on that final assignment for your online class. Challenge yourself to meeting new people and having new experiences. Remember, we live in a global society, and we must learn to understand and appreciate the diversity of those with whom we share the planet. Speak out against injustices that you see and agree to disagree, but always, always practice civility. But most of all, remember to be kind. Kindness goes a very long way. And there are some days that little kindness you show to someone will make all the difference in the world. And trust me, your kindness will come back to you manyfold. Also, remember to help others. As Ms. Cherry said so eloquently, we accept help with one hand and we give help with the other. This is so important. We should help everyone, not just those we love or those who share the same ideas, the same culture, the same experiences. We should help everyone. We're put on this earth for a purpose, and I believe that purpose is to leave the world a better place than what it was when we came into it. And we live in the greatest country in the world. Our country gives us access to education and opportunity, and you've all proven through hard work, and trust me, I know it's hard. I graded the papers, all right? I know that you can continue to do so. Now, tonight we celebrate your graduation with those who've helped to support you. Remember to say thank you, for among their gifts to you have been their passion, their integrity, their kindness, and caring. So again, on behalf of your faculty, congratulations, and have a wonderful holiday season.
Good afternoon, and thank you to the Board of Trustees, Dr. Beard, college administration, faculty, staff, and my fellow students. I'd also like to personally thank Dr. Kevin O'Farrell for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today. I started my educational journey at PHSC in January 2014. And prior to my arrival, I had to say goodbye to my home in the Netherlands, where life was familiar to me. I used to be afraid to make the wrong decision since colleges in the Netherlands are set up like trade schools. Students are required to follow a one major focused path, and when they wish to study something else, they have to change colleges altogether. The biggest lesson I learned was making my own choices. And at PHSC, I was able to pick my own class schedule, and this freedom allowed me to fail. And it's okay. After all, to fail is a first attempt in learning. The motto of Pasco-Hernando State College, imagine, believe, and achieve, are 3 words that have become very familiar to me. I would have never dreamt to stand here in front of you, yet I imagined to study abroad in the United States of America. And I believed in my capabilities to accomplish all that was required. Now, I'm proud to say that I have achieved as well, and so have you. It is a great honor to congratulate you all for making it this far. Congratulations. We should be proud of our achievements. Our hard work has paid off, and it was not always easy. We had to overcome obstacles, and every single obstacle challenged us and allowed us to build our strengths. I'm thankful for the individuals that helped me along the way, like Sandra Anderson and Michelle Swingle, but I'm also thankful for the bumps along the road. As a foreign student studying abroad without the help of an organization to do the paperwork and research for me was a personal obstacle to conquer. Preparation is key for all of us. That, however, doesn't mean that we were always on top of it. Many of you probably know what it's like to pull an all-nighter. And on occasion, we happen to boost ourselves with some much-needed caffeine to get through the piles of homework and study materials up until the early a.m. Dr. Dennis Feltwell once mentioned in class, how great can you be with the tools available to you? PHSC has the tools to help us succeed, and I am thankful that I got the opportunity to be a part of this environment. Florida has become my second home, and it allowed me to fulfill my dreams when I put in all my efforts. PHSC has opened up doors that I didn't even see before. And I really appreciate the lessons that it has taught about the world, the community, and myself, while carrying various roles like a student, a friend, a member of Psi Beta National Psychology Honor Society, the president of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, and even the role of a girlfriend. A couple of my favorite memories for my time at PHSC are laughing at jokes from students and teachers in class, experiencing events like Peace Week and Kids and Sibs, participating in SGA and other club meetings, and attending presentations from inspirational speakers. One achievement that stands out is when Phi Theta Kappa and Porter Last led and co-hosted Art and Culture Day. This was the first time that Porter campus hosted such an event where students were able to present and display their works of art. I learned what it's like to plan such a cultural celebration, and with the enthusiasm and efforts from all those that were involved, it became a successful day. The consideration of what a student wants is important to the overall student body because we are all a part of this amazing community. Although I'm going to miss PHSC, its faculty and staff and students, it has taught me to be the better me, a better me than I was before. And with this enhanced knowledge, I can imagine, believe, and achieve any goal I set for myself in the near future. I love learning, and I once heard that the best way to learn is to teach. Therefore, I'm excited to major in education and broaden my knowledge even more. I cannot wait to inspire future students to enjoy learning as much as I do, and I wish you all the same. The beautiful thing about life is that we never stop learning, and we can make changes as we wish. Although change can seem scary, change is something that we can always count on. Who we are today is someone different from who we were yesterday. And life is this interesting phenomenon where every single step shapes us into who we are and who we will be tomorrow. I'm creating another big change. I'm planning on moving to Cleveland, Mississippi to pursue and major in elementary education at Delta State University because of a Phi Theta Kappa scholarship. Thank you. I am leaving home again, and I find it quite adventurous. Although the degree we're about to receive will be worth a lot and it will represent our hard work, however, it will remain to be just a piece of paper. The value of the knowledge, strengths, opportunities, and experiences that PHSC has opened us up to is worth so much more to me, and no one can ever take that away from us. I wish you a joyful, challenging, adventurous, and interesting journey. I wish you all to succeed, and I wish you the best. I cherish the people I met along the way, and I am proud to be a part of you, the graduating students of PHSC's 2016 class. Congratulations. We are ready for our next chapter.
Thank you, Mr. Mitten, Lamarca Frankel, and Ms. Cluse for your comments, and also Ms. Jones for your singing of our national anthem. Certainly, let's give them another hand. All home runs. While we recognize this is our graduate spotlight today, we also feel this commencement is an opportunity for some awards and honors. So, ladies and gentlemen, in our morning commencement ceremony, our trustee, Dr. Rua Musa Naru, announced a special inaugural surprise scholarship of $10,000 in honor of one of our esteemed administrators, Mr. Kenneth Brzezinski, our Vice President of Administration and Finance. We're going to ask Mr. Brzezinski to please stand and be recognized. Let's give him a hand. Mr. Brzezinski has served PHSC for nearly 20 years in a very, very committed and dedication fashion. Certainly we think that this generosity of Dr. Musnaru was very heartfelt, and certainly we appreciate the dedication he has showed, as well as Mr. Brzezinski. We have one faculty member and one managerial staff member who are retiring. You heard earlier from Associate Professor Shirley Cherry. We ask Ms. Cherry to please come to the podium again, if she will. Professor Cherry has spent 11 and a half years teaching here at PHSC, and we want to honor her again with a clock. And it reads, presented to Shirley G. Cherry in appreciation of 11 years and 4 months of service from August 15, 2005 to December 13, 2016. You are going to be missed. Thank you for your years. Next, we have Ms. Eva Davis, Academic Success Center Coordinator of our East Campus. She has been part of this institution for almost 33 years. Let's receive Ms. Davis. That's a long time. It reads, presented to Ms. Eva Davis in appreciation for 32 years and 9 months of dedicatory services from August 14th, 1979 to February 28th, 2017. Awesome. Now for a few student recognitions. While still in high school, students in our 2-county district who meet certain grade requirements are able to take college classes from PHSC as dual enrolled or collegiate high school students without incurring college tuition costs. We have one student with us here today who have completed the requirements for an associate degree. We ask this student to please stand. Let's give her a hand. Please note that she has not yet graduated from high school, but she is a college graduate. You may notice that some of our students are wearing gold honor cords. These graduates have maintained at least a 3.5 grade point average overall. These are among our top honor students graduating today. Will these graduates please stand and be recognized? Other graduates are wearing gold stoles over their robes. These graduates are members of Phi Theta Kappa, or PTK, the National Community College Honor Society. In order to be a member of PTK, a student must have maintained a 3.2 grade point average. Will all of our PTK honor students please stand at this time to be recognized? Thank you. Finally, several of our graduates are members of Psi Beta, the National Honor Society in Psychology. These students are wearing gold double cords with royal blue and gold tassels. To be eligible for Psi Beta, among other criteria, students must have maintained a 3.2 grade point average and demonstrated an interest in psychology. Will these students please stand? And now, perhaps the most prestigious award of the afternoon, the medallion for the honor graduate with highest honors. The honor graduate with highest honors is the student or students who have achieved the highest academic average in the graduating class. Please come to the platform as I call your name so that you can receive your honor medallion and remain on the platform. Carrie Schroeder. Carrie is a West Campus student who plans to attend the University of South Florida and earn a bachelor's degree in political science. Upon completing his bachelor's degree, Carrie intends on enlisting in the United States Air Force and pursuing a career with a federal intelligence agency. Let's give him another hand. Well deserved. Thank you, Carrie. May we receive our Vice President of Academic Affairs and College Provost, Dr. Stanley Jeanette.
Thank you, Dr. Beard. Thank you, Dr. Beard. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Applied Science in Supervision and Management please rise? Okay. Dr. Beard, President Beard, these candidates have satisfied the performance requirements as set forth in the rules of our District Board of Trustees of Pasco-Hernando State College, pursuant to the authority granted to the board by the Florida Statute 1001.64, and they're all eligible to be awarded the Bachelor of Applied Science in Supervision and Management. Will the marshals please escort our graduates to the platform?
Rhea Morris, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Sarah Barnard, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Patrick Zapp. Elena Valentine, honors Phi Theta Kappa. William Petoskey, Jr. Denise Savolides. Sarah Daniels, Psi Beta. Kayla Vermeulen. Zachary Porter, Phi Theta Kappa. Brandy Calandro. Amberly Russell, a veteran. Lindsay Olson, Phi Theta Kappa. Fernando Ortiz, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Tara Wood, Phi Theta Kappa. Elise Falato. Sarah McGavero, honors. Catherine DePriel, honors, veteran. Rafael Solana Mora, honors. Angel AC. Brianna Diaz, honors. Aaron Tompkins, Phi Theta Kappa. Kenneth Korchak Jr., Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Megan Holly.
Okay, will the remaining candidates now please rise? The remaining candidates, please rise. Dr. Beard, these candidates have also satisfied the performance requirements as set forth in the rules of the District Board of Trustees of Pasco-Hernando State College pursuant to the authority granted by Florida Statute 1001.64, and they are eligible to be awarded diplomas, certificates, the Associate in Science, and the Associate in Arts degrees. Will the marshals please escort these candidates to the platform?
Natalie Nardello, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Skylar Anderson, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Ashley Lovelace. Dayanara Morera. Catherine Palladino, Honors. Sarah Strott. Heather Huffines. Stephanie Ceruto, Honors. Angela Strickland, Phi Theta Kappa. Christine Blevins, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Sarah Cassidy. Melanie Davis.
Cameron Falconberry, Honors. Erica McDowell. Shayna Gagnon, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Kevin Templin. Candace Packard. Pamela Arnold. Justine Sams, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Grace Farrow, Psi Beta. Samantha Modal, Phi Theta Kappa. Rachel Ann Liska, Psi Beta. Whitney Paul Proctor. Leonel Tobar. Danielle Bowden, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Marissa Finney, Phi Theta Kappa. Erica Pollitt. Jared Williams. Jason Calderon. Kevin Tipton. Juan Martinez, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta, Veteran. Robert Good. Nathaniel De Jesus. Samantha Oliveira. Ashley Curry. Isaiah Palermo. Justina Morales. Katarina Laval, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Sarah Mudge. Shakira Calhoun. Jasmine James. Tiffany Cooper, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Marissa Vaccaro. Maria Morales. Stella McEwen. Caitlin Gill, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Carrie Schroeder, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Austin Schramm. Jackson Schramm. Ryan DeFinis. Nicholas Pittman, honors Phi Theta Kappa Psi Beta. Zachary Cabrera, veteran. Roderick Correa. Asal Kessler. Kristen Akuri. Lavia Hill. Janeed Vega. Michael Schroeder, Phi Theta Kappa. Zachary Gleaton. Tara Lynn Sandin. Sarah Weibert. Sadie Kalura. Jessica Einetter. Isaiah Gallimore. Justin Thornton, honors Phi Theta Kappa Psi Beta. Jennifer Scalf, honors Phi Theta Kappa Psi Beta. Taylor Mello. Naomi Torres. Brad Bredbiner.
Joshua Cornriff. Rafael Hernandez. Marisol Montanez. William O'Connor, honors. Jessica Wilson. Layla? Layla Reynolds, honors Psi Beta. Tomis Monchenier, honors, Psi Theta Kappa. Madison Only. Kayla Harrigan. Bradley Miller. Thanks. Lisa Bevilacqua. Madison Riggle, Phi Theta Kappa. I'm sorry. Zachary Sequeira. Jennifer Barton, Phi Theta Kappa veteran. Christopher Marshall, honors, Phi Theta Kappa veteran. John Snipe, Phi Theta Kappa. Rosalinda Fehe. Ashley Cafero. Brittany Riddle. Taylor London, Phi Theta Kappa. Haley Rummel, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Christine Rowe, veteran. Sarah Lawrence, Phi Theta Kappa. Ryan Skates, Phi Theta Kappa. Haley Vaughn, honors. Kevin Shaughnessy. Victoria Baylog, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Kayla Manderson. Vincent Sorella, Phi Theta Kappa, veteran and student president. Brandon Larson, Phi Beta Kappa. Amanda Riles. Peter Del Vecchio. Alyssa Rutman, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Bridget Sanchez, honors. Sarah Bergen, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Sarah Goodwin. Kristen Segrist, Phi Theta Kappa. Cyril Lopez Vega. Christina Tagliaferro. Richard Crook, Phi Theta Kappa veteran. Kem Wing Chan, honors, Phi Theta Kappa veteran. Brooke Sullivan. Billy Erling. Vickiana Clark. Haley Workmister. Maylee Truitt, Phi Theta Kappa Psi Beta. Scott Howery. Maria Elena Panazzo, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Dion Capuche, honors. Samantha Cleese, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Raven Bourne, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Brianne Hutchins. Rebecca McGregor. Joyce Noble. Taylor Archiolana. Felicia Coase, honors, Phi Theta Kappa Psi Beta.
After I confer the degrees and certificates earned here this afternoon, I respectfully request that the audience stand and join us in singing PHSC's alma mater, which is located in the back of your program. We then ask that the audience remain in place until the end of the students' recessional. Will all the candidates please rise? By the authority granted to me by the Florida Statutes 1001.65, paragraph 10, and the District Board of Trustees of Pasco-Hernando State College, I now proclaim you officially graduates of Pasco-Hernando State College. You may turn your tassels. And may we all rise for the singing of our alma mater. Please rise. You should find it listed on the back of your program, our college's alma mater.